Some very exciting news. As just, oh my god, my microphone's over there again. Oh my god, this is the second time I've tried to film this video. Let's do this. Yo guys, what's going on? Jibil vlogging today, and welcome back to another video. Just got home from work, headed on the Instagrams, headed on the Facebooks, seeing some very exciting news. If you're a KTM fan, that's probably why you've clicked on the video. So as we know, this time of year, a lot of the new manufacturers for bikes start bringing out all the new models, announcing them, all that sort of good stuff. We've already seen Ducati's new lineup, we've already seen Kawasaki's new lineup with their 250R, the inline 4, the crazy new supercharged H2, the brand new Pikes Peak V4, Ducati, all this good stuff. But if you're a KTM fan, you know KTM like playing games, and KTM, if you follow them on Instagram, a couple days ago KTM announced a little teaser trailer with the hashtag #GetDuked. They announced one the other day, which I can't show for copyright reasons because I don't want to get copyright striked, but I'll leave a link to their Instagram below if you want to go look at it yourself. And every like 2 or 3 days they've been uploading the same video but a little bit more, and yesterday or the day before, I do believe, they uploaded one and you got to see the bike, little snippets of the bike, and obviously it's a Duke, and everyone obviously thinks it's a 1290, but I've just read something on one of the groups I'm in on Facebook for Dukes, for my 390. The reason they think it's not a 1290 makes a little bit of sense, so I'll read it out to you. You guys tell me what you think in the comments below. But then there is something else to look forward to as well. They've brought a brand new picture out of the new Duke, and it's not one of these like little shitty photos, it's a good clear HD shot. But first we'll read what I found on the groups. So this is what someone put, and it does make a little bit of sense. I'll pop it up on screen now just so you can read it with me. The KTM 790 Duke, nicknamed by the company as the Scalpel for its super sharp handling traits, is getting ready for an upgrade. The new medium displacement Duke is only 2 years old, but with new European emission regulation warrants a powertrain tweak. Now what I took from this is, what they're basically saying in this is they think they've spotted obviously a bike testing on a track somewhere in Europe, and these people do believe that it's going to be the new 890, and now they've got 125, 390, 290, 390, 490, 790, 1290, just, do you know what I'm saying? But the reason I do believe this one might be a little bit true is when it goes into the emission regulations. So if you live in Europe, as do I, a few of you people may not be watching this in Europe or from Europe. If you're not, comment down below. Nice to know what sort of audience I'm getting, where you're all from. Anyway, if you're in Europe and you're looking into new bikes, you know about these Euro 5, Euro 6 emissions. And now all these new bikes now that are coming out in Europe have to have from the factory big catalytic converters to basically throw out no carbon emissions whatsoever. So I think the new R1 or the new S1000 BMW has 5 catalytic converters on it. It's basically spitting out water. But what they're doing with these bikes is they're actually making more power to equally match last year's bikes. So like this new R1, for example, like let's say it makes 210 horsepower, but with these cat converters on it makes 200, so it makes the same as last year's. But as soon as you rip these cat converters out and you throw an aftermarket pipe on, play around under the seat with ECU and all that, you're going to have like a 215 horsepower bike. So what these guys are doing is they're probably going to upgrade the 790 to an 890, probably have the same amount of power stock, but what they're going to do is obviously you rip off the cat and you're going to have a pretty lethal bike. But anyway, this is what this is basically saying. I'll leave it a link if I can, or I'll leave a picture on screen now if you want to read it. Pause it if not, but we'll go ahead and get into the good stuff. So this is the second picture I've seen of this bike, making me believe that it's something pretty real. So I opened on Instagram a page called Demon Bikes that I follow, posted a picture saying 2020 Duke leaked. So what this bike shows is this lovely, it's definitely a Duke obviously, but the question I want to know, when you look at it at face value, is it's the new 1290. It is. But then when you start looking at it properly, you kind of have a few... Right, so the reason I've paused it here is I've been looking at pictures to put in the background while I'm editing. I've realised that this bike here is the new 1290. Now, I go on to explain here that I can't see the V twin shape engine in the LCA, and I feel like that the exhaust headers don't really fit with the Superduke. But as you're seeing now, I've just found this photo looking through more leaks and it says LC8 on the side. You can see the V-twin shape and the reason for the exhaust. It's all there, so ignore what I say. I might cut it out, but it's definitely the new 1290. Is it a 1290? Could it be the new 890? If we look at the bike in the back right, the white one, now this one isn't the same bike as the black 1290. This one here is a new model Duke, but is it a 790 or is it an 890? Because that colourway isn't available on the 2019 or 18 790 Duke. It's definitely a 790 down. You can just see down the headlight and the haunches down the side, the fairings. And if you look at the engine casing and all around the engine, that bike in the back is not the same bike as the one that's taking up main frame. The reason it gives it away, if you look at the obviously where the front sprocket cover is, that's not the same. The rear sets aren't the same. And even if you look at the trellis frame, the one on the middle bike obviously has the three parts making a triangle. That's just one big trellis frame with a little bit of metal on the back. So the one in the back definitely isn't 1290, but it's definitely either a new 790 or maybe it's just the upgraded. It looks exactly the same. Maybe it's the new 890. Then if we look over to the one at the left, this is obviously the same bike as what's in mainframe. But again, if we look at that, I'm not seeing the V-twin shape. I can't really see where the other cylinder is. But obviously this year, if this is the 1290, the Superduke, they've gone with a windscreen stock. If you have a look, they've obviously gone with a different design on the headlight, a little bit of an upgraded one. Looks like it's just the old one updated. Haunches down the side, looks like they've gone back to the original Superduke fairings. Trellis frame, they've gone with this big bulky one, and obviously up the right hand side up to the underneath the seat, they've gone with the new 790 design. But overall, it's a beautiful bike, whatever it is. The 5th of November cannot come fast enough. But whatever this bike is, we're going to see it in person at Motorcycle Live. I'm going on the 20th of November. The channel will be going on the 20th of November. I'm going to take this GoPro and we're going to see all these brand new bikes in lovely 4K resolution. I'm going to get some good shots this year of the Ducati stand, the Aprilia stand, the Kawasaki, the new R1. There is a ton of bikes at this show that I want to see. And I'll try and get you guys a brilliant view as well if you're not there. Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy the video. If you're excited, tell me your thoughts down below. Tell me what you think. Is it the new 1290? Do you even like the look of it? Looking at the comments of the post, not a lot of people like it over the old one. Opinions to myself, I think it's a gorgeous bike, and I think the previous model, the one that we have now, is equally as gorgeous, but I think over time this one will look the bomb when people start playing with it, putting parts on it. It's going to look pretty good. But yeah guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you're excited, comment down below, have little discussions with yourselves, talk about it, and yeah, if you're riding today, ride safe. But apart from that, this has been JBL Motor Vlogging, and I'm out.